Hey everybody, this is Travis over at Scrollsaw Village, and I just wanted to put together a quick little video to demonstrate this year's custom holiday ornament kit. I've been making this for the last several years, and it seems to be pretty popular. And in essence, basically what it is it's kind of like a small Scrollsaw business in a box where you could customize and personalize holiday ornaments that you could sell online to friends, family, or you could put it into your Etsy store, or even make some patterns for some fellow scrollers. So I thought I'd go ahead and just do a quick little demonstration of what's in the kit and how to use it, and so we could take a quick little peek. So let's just jump right in and see what we've got. So when you first download the kit, you're going to be getting a zip file, and when you unzip it, you're going to get a number of files. And this is basically everything that you'll need to be able to customize and personalize holiday ornament kits. I'll go through each one of these files a little bit later, but what we're definitely interested in is these custom holiday ornaments 2024. These are Inkscape files. These are source files for the program Inkscape, and I have two of them. I have one for the U.S. letter, so I'm in the United States, so I'm going to use U.S. letter. If you're outside of the U.S., you could use the A4 if you'd like. I'm just going to go ahead and open that up, and this is going to be a file that you're going to get. Now, it is important that you actually have Inkscape installed on your computer. If you do not have Inkscape installed on your computer, when you end up double-clicking that, you're going to get it to open up in a web browser, and it's going to show up something like this. And inevitably, every year I get a few emails thinking that they either did something wrong or I robbed them in some way. If it opens up in a web browser, chances are you probably don't have Inkscape installed. And you need to install Inkscape in order to open Inkscape files. It kind of goes hand in hand. You could go to inkscape.org. and you can download the file right here. There's a download button right here. And Inkscape is a vector-based graphics program, very similar to CorelDRAW or Adobe Illustrator. It's absolutely free. You can download that. And with that said, you also kind of have to have a basic understanding of how to work with Inkscape. You don't have to be an expert by any stretch, but having a basic familiarity with it will go a long way. This is a very simple process, so it shouldn't be too difficult. If you'd like to learn how to use Inkscape, we do have a couple of classes over on Scrollsaw Village. It's just under Resources, Village University, and there's like an Inkscape class right here. And you could go through that and learn how to make your own Scrollsaw patterns using Inkscape. So let's get back to the Inkscape file, and what you're going to end up opening up is a file like this. Over here we have the originals, and then we have our paper. Anything that's on the page here will print when you send it to your printer with Control P. And this is basically what you could use to personalize those ornaments. So let's look at this year's ornaments. This year we have some Christmas carolers. We have kind of a traditional ornament. It's kind of a classy, kind of old school ornament. And then you also have a Christmas gnome, which is kind of fun. And then we have our Three Kings. Three Kings kind of matches the nativity that we did last year, so you can kind of put those together and create a nice little nativity scene for your Christmas tree. So let's just go ahead and jump in, and I'll show you how to customize one of these. So I'm going to grab the little selector tool, and I'm going to do a little marquee around the ornaments, and then I'm going to do Control D for duplicate. And that will duplicate the ornament. We don't want to work with the originals over here, because if we accidentally save over the top of them, we can't go back and undo and put in a new name. So we always want to work off of a copy. Now, if you accidentally do that, it's not a big deal. Just go back to Scrollsaw Village, download the kit again, and you're back to square one. So not a big deal if you accidentally save over the top of it. So we have our copy over here, and let's just put my son's name in. So over on the toolbar, I'm going to select a little tool that looks like an A, and then I'm going to double click into the name, and I'm going to put his name. So his name is Gavin. And then I'm going to grab my pointer tool once again to do a marquee over the top of everything. And then I'm just going to come up here to Path, and union, and it kind of welds everything together into a nice scroll saw pattern. Let's kind of zoom in. You can kind of see how it kind of welds everything together. So you could just print that out and head off to the scroll saw. Let's go ahead and set that to the side. I like this ornament here, so I'm going to select this one. Once again, Control D to duplicate. And then we'll drag over our copy. And let's put in another name. Let's put in my mom's name. I think she would like this ornament. So her name is Colleen. And you can see that her name is a little bit too big for this frame. Not a big deal. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. We could select our frame here, and then we could just grab these nodes and we could just stretch it right out so that it fits. So just like that, we have hers. And then we'll go ahead and select the entire ornament, and then once again come up here to Path, and then Union. And it welds everything together, just like that. Pretty easy, huh? Let's do another one. This gnome over here is kind of fun. So let's go ahead and duplicate that, and then Control D to duplicate. Alternatively, you could do Control C or a copy. So we could try that. So select your ornament, Control C to copy. It copies it into your clipboard, and then select just click on your paper somewhere, and wherever your pointer is where it'll paste. And then you do Control V to paste, and that's another way of making copies of your pattern. I'm going to come over here to the A once again. I'm going to go ahead and put in a name. I'm going to put my name in. Everybody else gets nice ornaments. I think I want one too. But you know what? I want a little bit more style. You know me, I'm full of style. So this font here is kind of boring in my opinion. So let's go ahead and once again, we'll grab the A tool, double click into the name to select all the letters. And if you come up here to the toolbar across the top, there's a icon that looks like a T. That's your text options. It also might be on the right side. It just kind of depends on how you have your Inkscape set up. But I'm going to go ahead and press T. And right here is all of the fonts that are installed on your computer. So you could choose any font that you feel comfortable scrolling. I'm just going to kind of scroll through here to see if we can find something that's kind of fun. Let's see here. Ooh, look at this. Something with flowers. That seems like me, right? So let's go ahead and click Apply. We'll just go ahead and select that and click Apply. And now you can see that it changed my font to the one that I chose. So maybe I'll want to take this, I'll want to stretch it out a little bit, so we can kind of stretch my name out a little bit. And here's the important thing. We want the name to overlap the frame just a little bit. And you could do that just by using your arrow keys, but we just want to overlap it a little bit. That way it has like a way to kind of weld or bridge onto the frame. So I think I like that, and so I'm going to scroll out, select everything with my marquee tool, and then come up here once again to Path, and then Union, and then we could kind of zoom in. You could kind of see my scroll saw pattern. So that's basically how that works. And then we could arrange these on our paper just to kind of get them to fit however it works out. So something like that. And when we do Control P to print, anything that's on this paper will also print. Maybe you're selling these patterns to some fellow scrollers and you're printing them out for them. There's a little bit of a branding area up here that you could come in and change. So maybe we'll change it to Travis. Oh. Pattern by Travis. And then you could put your email. And then you could adjust this however you want. So I'll scooch that in a little bit. And that way when you print this out and they need additional patterns, they know who to talk to. So that's kind of fun. Since this is all Inkscape, you could scale and change this however you want. So let's say this is a little bit too big for our taste. We could shrink it down. Just hold the Control button as you grab these corner pieces, and that kind of constrains the aspect ratio so it doesn't get all wonky. Or maybe you want to, I don't know, maybe turn this into a sun catcher as opposed to an ornament. So maybe you want something a little bit bigger. You could do that as well. So you could basically control and manipulate any of these patterns any which way you want. Maybe you want a red stroke. Maybe it's a little bit easier to follow. So you want the red outline. You could do that too. So what else comes in this kit? Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So you get your two Inkscape files. That's what these two are here. You also have some instructions, so let's go ahead and open those up. And that basically kind of covers exactly what I just showed you, but it's step-by-step written tutorial on how to create your custom patterns. There's also some information on how to make PDFs if you want to do that, or export PNGs if you want to send this over the internet. And there's some selling ideas. So you could, if you want to create patterns for fellow scrollers, I bet you could probably charge $1 or $2 per custom pattern. If you want to make the finished product, you could post on your social media. Friends and family would jump at a chance to have a custom pattern made or a custom ornament made by you. You could charge between, I don't know, 10, 15, maybe $20 per ornament. You could sell them on Etsy or at another online marketplace. You can use it as a fundraiser for youth groups or your church group, or just make them for friends and family just as gifts. That's all right too. It also includes some information on some usage rights. Basically, you could sell the patterns that you make from this kit. You could sell the finished ornaments that you make from this kit. All I ask you not to do is to sell the kit itself. This is kind of our way of keeping the lights on over at Scrollsaw Village, and allows us to kind of continue to support the scrolling community. So if somebody wants a copy of this kit, just send them our way, and we'd be more than happy to sell it to them. We also have a bunch of promos. These are pre-made promos that you could just post on your social media. So let me get my head out of the way here. But they come in different denominations, both in US dollar and British pounds. So you got $8, you have £8, and it goes from 8, 10, 12, all the way to $16. If you're familiar with GIMP, I also included the source files for GIMP. So let's go ahead and launch this, and we'll kind of take a quick peek of what that's involved. It's a little bit more advanced, but if you understand how to use GIMP all right, it works out pretty well. So let's wait for this to load up. There we go. So this includes all of the source files. So you have like the title and the byline. So if you want to change that, there's a little room for a picture if you want to include a photo of yourself. It's a nice way to add a personalized touch. There's also, you could change the price point, and let's see, what else can we do? And also the each of the ornaments are on their separate layers. So maybe, you don't want to sell the 3 kings anymore. You could turn that off, or you could mix and match from previous year's ornament kits if you want to kind of pull those in to GIMP. This is a little bit more advanced, but if you're familiar with GIMP, this is a great option as well. So that's what's included in the in the little business kit. We do have additional business kits available if you are interested from previous years. So let's go ahead and we'll just take a quick peek, see what those look like. So we got some Easter ones, St. Patrick's, Valentine's Day, but then we also have all these other Christmas ones. So we got the 2023 all the way back. We have the Pets one, which is super popular. Let's just take a quick peek at a few of these. We won't go through all of them, but like last year's, we have like a sleigh, a teddy bear, the nativity that I was talking about in the peace dove. From a couple years previous, we have a candle, rocking horse, some bells, the church. We have 2019. We have the Pets one. This one's a real popular one. This one includes a little kitty cat, a dog, a little paw print, and a paw print with a heart. So that's real popular as well. But you can find those over at, if you come under patterns, look under business kits. There's a whole list of other kits that you could download as well. So this is kind of a nice way to add to your product line and kind of expand your business over the years. At any rate, I just wanted to give you a quick little demonstration of how this all works. I hope you enjoy this year's kits. Thank you for all you have done for Scroll Saw Village over the last year, and I hope you have a great holiday season. That's all I got. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.